Welcome to the next episode of Give Me My Crown podcast.
Give Me My Crown podcast.
And we back at you again. My name is Antonio.
My name's Keith. Glad to be here. Let's go.
Yes, and we're back at you with another podcast. This is a podcast. We're just been through what first 4 or 5 weeks of the NFL and NCAA season. So we just want to give y'all kind of a quick rundown of our thoughts on the NCAA and the NFL. Kind
What we
of
start with.
might as well go with the hot topic right now.
What's the hot topic?
The NCAA. You know who, I ain't gonna say the best, but you know who the hottest team is right now, or most talked about team right now.
Who the hottest, man? Who the hottest?
We already know, prime time.
Prime time ain't the team, man. It's Colorado.
It's prime time's team. Why is the team talking about?
Prime time said people out here trying to beat him. He ain't playing no more.
I completely agree with it.
And you better catch his name.
And I'm with Colorado. Like I'm on the bandwagon. I done jumped on the bandwagon. I want to see them succeed at this point because obviously everybody's against them. So
you think so?
Oh yeah, I think so. That's a lot of people happy when they lose, and I think that's because I don't know if it's because it's prime time or if it's because they're like, man, everybody else going for them, so I'm gonna go for somebody else. Or
I thought they was gonna get killed.
I
thought they was gonna get killed against USC. I thought USC was gonna kill them, man.
I did too. That I think they had some key players step up though.
Okay, all right.
Omarion Miller, who we ain't never heard of, came out of nowhere.
What position you play?
Receiver.
Okay, all right.
And Shedeur Sanders had a Heisman caliber game yesterday.
Oh, here we go. Here we go with the Heisman caliber.
Did he not have a Heisman caliber game?
He had a great game, man.
He had a great game. Now, it wasn't as good as Caleb Williams, but he still had a good game. I think this game and last game with Oregon, I ain't gonna say they would have won, but I think those games would have been a little bit different with Travis Hunter on the field. That's like I said, still not. Huh?
Who the best player on that team, though?
On what team?
Colorado.
On Colorado? If you say best player, like overall player, I think you have to say Travis Hunter because he's on both sides of the ball and he's making plays and making a difference on both sides of the ball.
Yep, I agree.
If you say the best offensive player, I would say Shedeur. But if you say best, some credit. If you say best overall, I'm gonna go Travis Hunter.
Okay, I agree.
Like I said, I think those last two games would have been different with Travis Hunter on the field. But like Coach Prime said, that it's 6 or 7 pieces that they're missing, and when he said when they get them, he said beat them down. Why you can't?
Yep.
But I think, from what I've seen in college football right now, I think obviously Caleb Williams is showing why he is going to be the number one pick. He's showing that, and I guess that could lead to the NFL. I think you got a couple of teams tanking right now for him.
What teams tanking, man?
There's a few of them. I ain't gonna say the Panthers because we just losing.
Arizona, boy, they tanking, boy.
Yes, I think they
beat the Cowboys. They beat the Cowboys.
They owe the thing about Arizona though. They still owe Kyler Murray a bunch of money.
Man, they'll trade him, man.
So, but if they go Caleb Williams, obviously Caleb Williams will be on a rookie deal and not one of those max deals like everybody else. But I think Caleb Williams is the player right now. But he did say that if it's a team he does not want to play on, he will stay another year in college.
Well, NIL deal's crazy now, man.
Yes, which I think, as good as he is, if he continues this throughout this year, staying another year could potentially harm his draft stock if he comes back next year and either doesn't have as good of a year or he gets injured.
I agree.
But I think he has the skills and he also has, I think, the size that will translate to the NFL.
Okay.
Just like because he has I guess almost same kind of stature as C.J. Stroud.
Okay. In my
But other than
eyes,
that, huh?
in my eyes, he is pretty much like the Patrick Mahomes of college football right now.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Caleb Williams.
yeah.
Yeah.
I agree because they're what number 6 right now, or they were number 6 yesterday. I
Yeah.
don't know what they'll be ranked after yesterday because obviously
That might stay at 6. It might be 6 or 5.
yeah, because they still had Georgia number 1, still had
Yep.
Michigan number 2, and from there it keeps flip flopping.
Yep.
But I think there's a lot of teams this year not looking as good as they should.
I'm so glad Alabama, boy.
Yes, yes.
I'm glad
I
to
can,
see Alabama not in the top 4.
yeah,
Yeah.
because Alabama got some quarterback issues. They're gonna have Alabama will lose at least another game this year.
I mean, we can go out there and play quarterback right now.
Yeah, because they're gonna lose to Georgia.
That's true.
I don't know if they play LSU yet because I don't really after I keep up with Alabama as soon as they lose
When they lose, yep.
that first game. Like, all right, cool. They have the top 5. On to the next one.
Yep. Yep.
But I think right now Georgia is looking like a favorite. Obviously Michigan. Michigan can never win that big game though.
They can't, man.
Michigan always gets to the playoffs and lose in the playoffs, or they lose right before they get to the playoffs.
Yep.
And Ohio State, same way.
What about Oregon?
I don't see Oregon. I don't see Oregon beating a USC or Georgia.
I agree.
I don't even know if Oregon can beat Michigan. Oregon obviously has all the hype. Oregon has not played a solid defense yet.
They got a 30-year-old quarterback.
That's true. But yeah, they have not played a solid defense yet because I don't think they play. If I'm not mistaken, through their first 4 or 5 games, I don't think they played a top defense yet.
Nah.
Because even when they play college, people are like, oh, they play Colorado. Colorado, they know their defense is horrible. They're shooting it out with teams every single game. There has not been a game that has not been a shootout with them. So they know their offense is there.
I ain't gonna say the whole defense is horrible. The trenches, like the D line, O line. If they had a good D line, O line,
it's their running game.
Yeah, that's true.
Or the running defense. But I think Deion knows that. I think he knows they need a good front 4 and they need some solid linebackers. That one linebacker they got, number 7, he's pretty good. Yeah. But I think they need, like you said, they need run stoppers because the run is killing them.
Warren Sapp said he coming. He trying to join to be a D line coach.
I think he is joining them next year, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
But then but like I said, I think I would say the championship. I'm either looking at USC or Georgia. I would like to see USC win it. I've liked Caleb Williams since last year. I would like to see them win it, but long as Alabama out the top 5, like I'm watching
Georgia
it for fun
dominant, man. It's Georgia, man. Georgia's dominant. They too dominant right now.
Georgia is dominant all around, like the defense on point, offense on point. Like Georgia is just all over.
Yep. Run game, passing,
everything
can't be stopped, man.
Then
let's get to the pros. Let's stop all this college talk. Let's get to the pros.
In the NFL.
Who got the best defense right now? Who got the best defense right now?
Best defense?
Go ahead and say it.
Who?
Who
are you thinking? Cowboys?
Who I'm thinking?
Who are you thinking?
Come on, bro. You playing games right now. You playing games.
I think y'all lost a major part of y'all's defense, though.
I agree, but then you see the game today.
I didn't see the game today. What happened?
See it. I mean, defense scored a touchdown. We scored 2 touchdowns.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like 38-3.
I ain't like y'all defense is on point this year. Y'all defense so far this year is on point. Shoot, the Bills held. They put up 48 points on Miami today.
Okay.
Which was a good game. Josh Allen got me 50 points in fantasy. So
okay. We ain't gotta talk about that. You playing me? You don't want to talk about that.
Yeah, I tried to trade him last week, but his draft stock just shot through the roof.
Listen, man, you know I'm about to make some trades. I might have to send you a trade. I gotta get rid of the running back.
And who else? My team. I don't know what we doing this year. Our defense plays good, like first 3 quarters, then fourth
O
quarter.
line, man.
Huh?
O line. Y'all need
Because
an O line.
we need an O line, but I also do not think Bryce Young was the answer. I said that from day one. Unless he shows me something different in the future, I don't know. Maybe a solid O line will change it, but
Yeah.
it's almost like he's taking sacks. We obviously, we went to the game today. He's not throwing
Yep.
the ball. He had an incomplete pass downfield for 50 yards, and people started cheering because he threw the ball longer than 15 yards. They won't let the man throw. I don't know if it's the play call or if he's scared to throw the ball or if the receivers just can't get open. But
Hold
he
up,
ain't throwing
man.
the ball past 15 yards.
Hold up. Y'all praise Cam and he won't throwing the past 15 yards. Cam won't throwing the ball past 15, and y'all was still loving Cam Newton.
That was later in his career. Early in his career, Cam was
Here
airing
we
it out.
go. Stop making
Early
excuses.
early in his career, Cam was airing it out.
But yeah, early, yeah, he was. When you
Yeah,
got
until he had that
6'6"
shoulder injury.
receivers, he had 6'6" receivers. All you do is throw the ball up. He had Kelvin Benjamin. He had what's Devin
Yeah.
Funches.
Kelvin
Man.
Benjamin had one good year.
His rookie year, yeah.
Yeah, that was it. And we got right now we got our best receiver right now is Adam Thielen. And not to take anything because Adam Thielen, he's a possession receiver. If you throwing the ball to him, if it's within reachable distance, you can guarantee he's going to catch the ball.
DJ Chark ain't the best receiver? DJ Chark.
I think DJ Chark is the most athletic receiver we got, but DJ Chark, he's either not getting open or he's not being seen.
Okay. All right.
Right now, Adam Thielen is Bryce Young's I guess his safety crutch because whenever he's in a bind, if he throws to Adam Thielen, he knows he's going to catch it if he throws it with, like I said, within reach. But
who's the best team in the NFC? We're not talking about bottom dwellers no more.
Best team in the NFC, probably. I don't know.
I do.
Who?
49ers, man. I got to give them their props. They're the best team in the NFC.
Yeah, because they're all around team. Christian McCaffrey is balling out right now.
You okay?
Of course, we gave him up.
You okay?
DJ Moore had a great game today, even though they lost. Of course, we gave him up.
Yep.
Who else? I'm trying to think who else is doing good. Who else is balling?
You got the Cowboys. You got the Eagles.
Cowboys doing good. Eagles doing good. I think the Commanders won today. Did the Commanders win today against the Eagles? Or they lose?
I don't know. I ain't watched them, man.
Last time I saw it, I think they were down 7.
Okay.
I think, but it's a lot because surprise. Of course, you got the Chiefs in the AFC. You got the Chiefs this year.
Chiefs always gonna be there.
They ain't got no receivers. Defense mediocre, but still somehow they one of the top teams in the league.
Mahomes and Kelsey, man, they make it happen.
Yeah, I mean it's ridiculous. You can get that man. You can get that man trash dumpsters, and he gonna throw him a touchdown.
I mean, I'm just saying, you give Lamar Jackson, if they can ever get that passing game down pat, they're gonna be a contender.
They'll be a contender. The Bills, the Bills are up and down. It's like they play good, they get to the playoffs, and they fold in the playoffs.
It's Josh Allen, man. Josh Allen inconsistent.
Yeah, perfect example. Last week he had like a mediocre game. Today he played excellent. Week before last he had a horrible game.
Yep.
So it's like he's very inconsistent. So you don't know what you're getting week to week with him. And
I agree.
Somebody else that surprised me this year so far is Joe Burrow. They paid him all that money, and Joe Burrow has been horrible. I don't know if it's
early,
injury.
Man. It's early. Give him time. It's early.
I agree. But he is also nursing that injury, or he was nursing an injury.
He still is.
I don't think he's had a great game yet this year.
Nah, not this year.
Who else you got? The Dolphins. We already talked about. Kind of hit on the Dolphins. The Dolphins are kind of either they're gonna blow you out, or it's gonna be say what?
Is it kind of what? I'm gonna let you break this down first. Go ahead.
With them, it seems like either they gonna blow you out or they gonna lose. It don't seem like it's a close game with them so far. They do have the fastest team in the NFL. As far as offense,
Yep.
but it's like today they lost by 28 points.
Man, I think it's gonna be a process though. Like,
yeah, I agree.
Their team ain't fully healthy yet. Once that team
I
gets
agree.
fully healthy, like because Waddle, he nursing the injury. He out there playing, but he nursing the injury.
That's true.
And then running back, I don't know what Mostert was doing today. 2 fumbles. I don't know what he was doing.
Yeah, but then they got Devin Akane, and he's been
That's
playing.
true.
He's been playing good.
Yep.
He played great last week when they put up 70. He played good today.
Yeah, that's a basketball score.
Who is the sleeper team this year you think of?
Sleeper team? I'm gonna say it, man. The Rams.
You like the Rams?
I like the way they playing. Like they playing as a team. It ain't Cooper Kupp been out, so you can't just get up all the Cooper Kupp.
That's true.
Puka Ona, whatever his name is, he been killing.
Oh, Puka Nacua.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, you got me fancy. Yeah,
I went and picked him up in fantasy after week 1. I said maybe it's just a fluke. I'm gonna go pick him up. He has been consistent through the first 4 weeks.
Yep.
Other than that, I think,
who you think a sleeper team is?
I think the Rams is one. The other sleeper team, I don't know.
Okay.
I would say the Rams is definitely in the top because everybody else is either good or bad. It's like it ain't no in between.
You know who I want to see play though?
Who?
Hendon Hooker.
I would love to see him play. Yes.
Even if he sits this whole year, I feel like that team has to let him become quarterback at some point.
Yes. Because he's on the Lions, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I think the Lions are surprisingly pretty good this year. I guess they could be a sleeper team. They're pretty good. They're about to get Williams back, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, man. That speed.
Yes.
Good boy can run.
It's what other teams out there? I think those are the main ones.
Because the Jaguars let me down. The Jacksonville Jaguars. I thought they were going to be great this year.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. It's like I thought they was going to be really good this year too, and they've lost 3 in a row.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing.
Calvin Ridley, he balling out. ETN balling out, but it's like they can't put it all together.
Yep, they got to put it all together with the defense also.
Yep, I agree.
It's a bunch of teams out there that's like either good, bad, or whatever. And then you got the Falcons. I think have only lost. I'm not sure what the score was today.
Was it one game or?
Yeah, they only lost 1 game, and it's like they're not playing excellent, but they're not playing horrible either. They're like playing just enough to beat their teams.
It's weird though because when you watch the game, it looks like they should be losing, but they win.
Yes.
So
because Ritter is not having an excellent season, but he's getting the job done when he needs to.
Yep.
Bijan Robinson, he's just killing right now. I mean, I can't lie about that.
Yeah.
But even going back to him, I was surprised they picked him up as good as Algier was playing, and Algier is still playing good this year.
He's still playing good, yeah. It's weird because you would think they would have went like O-line or another position. Yeah.
Yes. But I guess they're playing good together because now you can move Bijan Robinson out to that. They've been moving out to slot receiver because obviously you can catch the ball too. So so far it's worked out good for them.
But if I was to my trade Patterson though.
Oh yeah,
because you can get draft value for him though.
Yeah, because he's riding the bench at this point. He's a he's a return man, and that's it at this point.
Yep.
Because he's not receiving no more. I think he's probably the 3rd running back on the roster, and you can get probably 3rd, 4th. You're not getting the 1st or 2nd round for him. You can get probably 3rd or 4th round for him because he's later.
You get 4th or 2/5.
Yeah, because he's late in his career.
Yep.
So I think trading him would give them at least somebody young because I mean you could trade him and get another returner. You can find a
Yep.
return in the draft.
And somebody you got
somewhere.
right now could return probably.
Oh yeah, you can put Bijan Robinson back there if you wanted to.
That's true. Yeah.
I mean, at this point, he's like the jack of all trades. He's catching the ball. He's running out the backfield. I mean, at this point, he's doing whatever he want to do.
Yep. Yep. He proving he the man.
Yep. And going back to your team, Cowboys. Cowboys, like I said, it hurts me to say it. They're looking pretty good this year so far.
Diggs going down hurt though.
Who?
Trayvon Diggs going down. It hurt.
I think that hurt y'all a lot because y'all got Stephon Gilmore outside. Stephon Gilmore is still good, but I think Stephon Gilmore is bound to get he's going to get injured at some point where he's going to be out. And it may not be prolonged. It may be 2 or 3 games.
Yeah.
But I definitely think he'll suffer some kind of little tweak or something like that. Like it happens every because even when he played with us, he was good when he was on the field.
But who wants to be on the field in Charlotte though, Tonyo?
Shoot, at this point, it don't seem like nobody. Shoot, like I told you, we went to the game today. First series, Minnesota driving the ball downfield. They get to the 5-yard line. They're about to score. They throw a pick. Sam Franklin run a 100-yard pick return. I'm like, shoot, okay, this is how we started off. Like, let's go. Then we stop them, kick a field goal. We up 10-0. I'm like, okay, so this is what we doing today. Then they kick 2 field goals. We up 10-6. I'm like, cool, we good. Then all of a sudden, Bryce Young, fumble. They run back 60-some yards, touchdown. Then Bryce Young, sack. Bryce Young, sack. Bryce Young, throw the ball out of bounds. Bryce Young, sack. I'm like, what are we doing?
Look, man, it's going to get better. It's going to get better.
I hope so. CJ Stroud looking real good right now compared to Bryce Young.
Man, he had one good game. Maybe 2. He had one good game, maybe 2.
He only completed 16 passes today, but he completed those 16 passes for 30-something yards.
Yeah, I saw that.
Bryce Young ain't threw over 200 yards yet.
What about Miles Sanders, man?
Miles Sanders, he
You said what?
You said what?
What you said?
Miles Sanders ain't done nothing for us.
But I mean, you was high getting Sanders. You was real high on that.
It was good.
So
I was happy because at this point we could have left Miles Sanders where he was because Chuba Hubbard is playing a lot better than Miles Sanders right now.
He really is. Yeah.
Miles Sanders, he can catch the ball in the backfield, but he has to use his speed to his advantage, which I don't know if it's the coaching or what, but we're giving the ball to Miles Sanders. Today it was 2nd and 12, and we're running a dive play with Miles Sanders. I'm like, what are we doing? And freaking Chuba Hubbard just had a 15-yard run. You take him out of the game, give it to Miles Sanders 2 times in a row for -2 yards. I'm like, is it the play call? I'm like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, it's weird, man. Coaches don't think like we think. So.
Yeah, obviously. At this point, I'm like, shit, we can go out there and coach and win a few games.
We need to apply when the job opening comes. We got our own staff. We're gonna even be cheaper than what they're paying right now. We should do it.
We'd be running trick plays and everything.
We would, man. We really would.
Because I see, like I said, it's all the time. But I'm like, why are you running a dive play? You still they got the best interior defense in the league. You just ran a stretch to the outside. You gained 16 yards. Every dive play you ran, they've stopped. They can't stop it when we run to the outside. Why are we still running to the inside if they can't stop the outside?
Yep.
But hey, we're not coaches. All we can do is and shoot, at this point, we can't even tank because I don't think we have a 1st-round pick next year.
I mean, you can always. So you got no 1st-round pick.
I could be mistaken, but I think we gave up DJ Moore and a 1st-round pick for the 1st overall pick. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So, and at this point, we don't got a player that we could trade for a 1st-round pick. Besides Brian Burns. We got Brian Burns that we could trade for. But if we trade him, then our defense is going to be even worse. Because then who we gonna put at the outside linebacker position right there? Because I mean, obviously you got like I said, our defense is pretty decent. It's just when we get to the fourth quarter, we can't stop the run. But then you can't give up Brian Burns to get a first round pick because then you got to refill that spot, and you don't have nobody to
Speaking of
refill that
Brian
spot.
Burns, calm down. Speaking of Brian Burns, who's the best defensive player in the league right now?
The best defensive player in the league
Yes.
right now, probably your boy
Say it.
Michael Parsons.
Yeah, you got to say it, man. That
He's
boy's
probably the
something
best
special.
defensive player in the league right now.
He is something special. All right. Who's the best offensive player in the game right now?
Best offensive player. That's tough.
Ain't tough. It's the same player every year.
I'm gonna say Patrick Mahomes.
He is. Yeah.
And the reason I'm gonna say that is simply because he has nothing and is winning games like he has the best team in the league.
Yep.
And he's making it happen.
I'm gonna say this: the boy young, but he the GOAT of the NFL to me. It ain't about Tom Brady winning rings. The stuff he do, he the GOAT. He the greatest of all time.
I mean, sure, you give him 2 more rings, even if he don't get to that 6. You give him 2 more rings, and you're at that conversation already.
Yeah, I think he there already. One more ring, he gonna be there.
I mean, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous the stuff he has been able to do so far up until this point, and it's not it's not like he has the stats and not winning, or he's winning against trash teams. He's going out here winning championships, winning Super Bowls with players ain't nobody ever heard of. Last year, nobody thought of Isaiah Pacheco until nobody heard of him until the Super Bowl.
Look at Sky Moore. Kadarius Toney dropping everything throwing his way, and he's still winning.
Exactly. And they still winning.
You know the ball going to Kelsey, but you can't stop it.
Exactly. You know that's the only receiver that they have. He's a tight end, but he's the only consistent receiver that they have. Yet, like you said, it is unstoppable. Like, okay, it's first and goal from the 9-yard line. You know who the ball going to. Stop it.
Yep.
And it is. I mean, it's crazy.
You know what I say though? We should make a trade. We give y'all Dak Prescott. Y'all give us Bryce Young, and watch how good Bryce Young be.
Shoot, at this point, I'll say let's go.
It's that bad, man.
Sure, at this point, I do think not to put everything on Bryce Young. I don't think they set him up for success.
Nah,
because I think for one our O line we're missing. If I'm not mistaken, I think we're missing 2 of our starting O line. So 2 of our O line is backups.
Yeah.
So I would not have mind putting Andy Dalton in there this year, or even the beginning to start the year. Let Bryce Young learn, because Andy Dalton is very mechanical. Andy Dalton knows how to play the game of football.
No, his days is over. I don't understand how he's still a backup. His days is over. Yeah, the Cowboys had. We hate Andy Dalton. He was trash.
I agree his days are over. I 100% agree. But I think Bryce Young could have learned playing behind him for a year. I think they just threw him to the wolves like you don't have your line is not where you want it to be. He's already small. He's 5'9", 170, 180 pounds.
And he taller than 5'9", Tony. He like 5'11".
5'10", maybe. Nah, he's short. He ain't no 5'11". I give him 5'10" at the most.
Okay.
But like I said, I think they set him up for failure.
Yeah.
So like I said, I don't know what we're gonna do this year. We might win a game or 2, but at this point it don't matter because we don't have a first round pick next year unless somehow we magically obtain one from somewhere. I don't know who we're gonna trade. For us to get a first round pick, we had to trade our best defensive player. And you see what happened when we traded our best offensive player last year. He's balling out right now.
Let's make a hypothetical real quick. Let's say y'all did tank and y'all did have a pick. You got a pick between Shador and Caleb Williams. Who you going with?
I pick Caleb.
Okay, just making sure. Just want to make sure because you was high on Bryce Young coming out at
No,
first,
no,
huh?
no. I
Man,
think,
when y'all drafted Bryce Young, you was good with it.
but from the beginning, what did I say? From the
C.J.
from the
Stroud.
from the beginning, I said C.J. Stroud or Anthony Richardson.
Yes, you did. You did.
I said I don't think Bryce Young is NFL caliber.
Okay.
And when we got him, I'm like, all right, maybe like I'm like, all right, well, we'll see how this go. But to this day, I still think we should have drafted because C.J. Stroud and Anthony Richardson, they got that NFL physique. And
Yes, true.
you look at their footwork and everything else. I think they were a lot more NFL ready as far as physicality. Now you take Bryce Young's mental, he plays he he plays more like I'm trying to think.
Like a
Like
what?
not as far as playing wise, but as far as just the way he plays, he reminds me of Teddy Bridgewater. The reason I say that is because
Okay.
Teddy Bridgewater was a very safe player. Teddy Bridgewater was not throwing the ball downfield.
Hold up.
Teddy
Hold
Bridge,
up. Hold up. Pre-injury,
yes, pre
Bridgewater.
injury, yes,
Yeah.
pre
Yeah.
injury,
Pre-injury.
yes,
Yeah.
post injury, post
Okay.
injury.
Post-injury. All
Post
right.
injury, I don't know if it was the gloves. I don't know what it was. He was not throwing the ball downfield, and you did not have to worry about him throwing a pick because he was going to take a 50-yard
That's
sack
true.
before he threw a pick.
That's true.
Bryce Young, he just
Yeah.
going to take the sack. He ain't throwing
He
the
gonna
ball
get better.
downfield. I hope
He
so.
gonna get better, man.
I think if we fix our line, I think he has the potential. I think he has the longevity and the potential to be good if we have a
Yeah.
solid O line and we have a consistent receiver that can get open downfield. Like I said, we have Adam
Yeah.
Thielen. Adam Thielen is that possession receiver. Like he's going to catch the ball when you throw it to him. But when we need a big play downfield, it's supposed to be DJ Chark. DJ Chark ain't there. I don't know what he's doing this year.
I'm gonna
Maybe it's
tell
an
you
injury.
something. He need to go work out with the best receiver in the league right now.
Who you talking about?
CD Lamb. CD Lamb.
Yeah, CeeDee Lamb's good. All right,
Who you
go.
think it is? Tyreek Hill?
Tyreek Hill's playing the best right now.
Okay.
Do you? Okay, okay. One more question before we end this. Do
All
you
right.
think if y'all don't win, if y'all don't win, if y'all don't go deep in the playoffs this year, or if y'all don't make it to, or if y'all, all right, let's say if y'all don't go to NFC Championship, if y'all
Yeah.
don't go to the NFC Championship, do you think this is Dak's last year with y'all, or do you think they're going to stick it out with him?
So his salary cap number is so high next year. I think it's like $59 million. They
Yeah.
gotta do something. Either do a new contract or trade him. Yeah.
Okay.
I think if he
What
don't
do
win
you?
this year, we don't go to the NFC Championship. Now it's a long season. We can have other injuries, but if nobody else gets injured, I
Yeah.
say we trade him. Yeah, you got to.
Okay. So you say so when you say trade him, do y'all have enough? Do you think bring up Trey Lance, or do you think draft a quarterback or trade for a quarterback?
It's either got to be Trey Lance or Cooper Rush. We've seen what Cooper Rush can do
Yeah.
for 6 games. He did good. Then you got Trey Lance. He's never really had a chance to really show what he can do in the league because he
I
was
agree with
hurt.
that because
So
they never gave him a chance at in San Francisco. I think he played
correct.
what a few games,
Yep.
but I think because Trey Lance I think he has the physical ability to be good. It's just can that translate onto the game field?
On the field, yeah. They
But
say our offense is a lot easier to learn than San Francisco, so
that's
maybe
true.
that'll help him out. Yeah.
Y'all got one of the best offensive lines in the league too.
I would say maybe a year or two ago we did, but now we kind
Y'all still
of
got
middle of the pack.
it's still one of the best. Y'all got top 10.
You think so? Okay, I would give us like 10 to 15
I think y'all at least got top 10 offensive lines
because
in the
right
league.
now we know somebody gonna get hurt, and that always throws everything
That's
off.
true.
Yeah.
That's true. So if you had to
Yeah.
pick a team right now that's gonna win the championship, who would it be?
Off of what we've seen so far,
Off of what we've seen up until this point.
it would be the 49ers.
Okay. I agree. Because like we said, they're all as of right now they're all around team. They're clicking on defense. They're clicking on offense. They're clicking
Yep.
on all cylinders right now.
Yep.
And that
That's
team
why I
is
give it to them.
they're making Brock Purdy look good.
MVP.
And we're not. It should delete if it ended today, McCaffrey got MVP. I think.
It's gonna be Brock Purdy, man.
You think so?
Off that team, I think so, man. If you look at McCaffrey, right, touchdowns today. It's not like he had to do a whole lot to score.
That's true. But he did get like you said, he did have 4 touchdowns, 3 on the
Yeah.
ground, 1 in the air.
Yep.
So, but yeah, I think
Yep.
if it ended today, I think it would be the Chiefs and the 49ers in the Super
Yep.
Bowl, based off what we've seen up until this point so far.
And right now, excuse me, sorry, I would give it to the 49ers just based off of how well they playing. Yeah.
Yes, because they're like we said, they're playing good everywhere, offense, defense.
Yeah.
Like they're just dominating right now in every asset.
It's a long season, so we got plenty of time for the Cowboys to get on track.
Oh yeah,
And next week, Cowboys versus 49ers. I'm ready for that game.
that's good.
Yeah,
That's actually gonna be
Cowboys
a good game.
49ers.
It's gonna be good to see. Because I mean, you got Bosa on one side, you got Michael Parsons on the other
Parsons,
side.
yep.
So
You
it's
see
gonna be.
how Dak play against the 49ers, too. That's going to be a big thing
Yes,
because
yes.
he's historically stunk it up versus the 49ers.
And
Yeah.
this is one of the best defenses they've had in a while overall, the 49ers.
Yep.
And y'all too. So that's gonna be
I agree.
It's gonna be interesting to see whether it's gonna be an offensive game or a defensive game or kind of
It's going
middle
to be
of
a
the pack.
defensive game. It's going to
You
be a
think so?
defensive game. I know so, man. They're going to want to run the ball. We're
Yeah.
going to want to get sacks. So, I mean, we're going to see how it go.
Yeah, I think it'll be interesting. I think we might have a bye week this week. We need it. We need something.
Y'all
We
really
need
do,
something.
man.
At this point, I just want to win 5 games this year.
It's going to happen. You going to win 5. You might get 6.
To let Bryce Young at least get 1 win under his belt to not have his confidence shot.
As long as you lose November 19th, that's all I care about.
Oh, yeah. If we beat y'all, I'm gonna talk junk all day long. If we
I
beat
know.
Bryce
I'm
Young,
going to have to hear it. I know.
but yeah, I think.
But yeah,
But then the NFL season is interesting this year. Cincinnati
it will
is
be.
not as good as we thought they were, but like you said, it's still early, so a lot of stuff can change. A lot of stuff can flip flop.
Yep.
Who knows? The Panthers could turn around and win like 10 straight. I doubt it, but
Here we go.
that's wishful thinking.
It definitely is. Yeah.
But I think we hit on the NFL good enough, especially
I
for
agree.
the start of the season and the NCAA. We definitely gonna have to circle back around in 4 or 5 weeks on to see if what we're saying now, if it parallels what we're going to say in 5 or 6 weeks, or if it's going to be something completely different.
Yeah, I agree.
Because with NCAA, we have to see if Caleb Williams still doing good, whether he's still healthy, if Georgia's still playing excellent, if Michigan has lost any games. Then we go to the NFL. Are the 49ers still good? Is their offensive defense still good? Is Chris McCaffrey still healthy? Is the 49ers defense, or is the Cowboys defense still one of the best in the game? It's just a lot of stuff we're going to have to flip back around on to see if it's still the same or if it's changed.
So let's do something real quick. So, let's hand out some crowns.
All
Each
right.
quarter, we're going to pick 2 offensive players, 1 AFC, 1 NFC, and 2 defensive players, 1 AFC, 1 NFC. You're going to pick one, I'm going to pick one. So if you got to give out a crown right now to an offensive player and a defensive player, who is going to be?
In the NFC or AFC?
You pick which one. I'm going to pick the opposite.
NFC, I'm going to go McCaffrey.
Okay.
And as much as I hate to do it, probably Parsons.
Okay. All right. AFC. Going offense easy. I'm gonna
Oh yeah,
go. I'm gonna go Mahomes because
yeah,
he's doing it with no talent around him.
yep,
Basically,
yep.
defense AFC, and this gonna be purely off of money. I'm gonna give it to Nick Bosa because that man got paid.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He
He
got paid.
definitely got
Nah, but
paid.
being seriously, I'm gonna say Aaron Donald because that man, whether
Yeah,
he gets sacks or whether he get anything, he gonna always be disruptive.
yeah. Because even if he's not getting the sacks, you still have to know he's there.
Exactly, man. Yep.
But
So
I think we gave, like I said, I think we gave a lot of good information. It's going to be good to circle back around on this to see if everything is still the same or if it's completely flipped around.
yep, I agree, man. So what we gotta do?
As we always say, and we just gave a few out. This is more than a podcast. We handing out crowns.
Hand them out.
Hand them out.